Before beginning this course, my views on many subjects was one-sided. I lacked the forethought and reasoning to look deeper into all aspects of life. However, through the studies offered in this course, I've gained a knowledge and gratitude and a better understanding of life itself. See, Jean Piaget said something that has resounded with me ever since I first read it. He said, "What we see changes what we know, and what we know changes what we see." This newfound respect for the developmental theories held weight when looking at the saying, "As the twig is bent, so grows the trees." Throughout my research, I found several things about this interesting. First of these would be the origin. Some would say that this dates back to a similar 16th century text that said, "A man may bend a wand while it is green, and make it straight, though it never be so crooked." However, a more closely related 18th century text of Alexander Pope stated, "Just as the twig is bent, the trees incline." When taking a deeper look at the text, it would appear that the writer is trying to portray something of a deeper meaning. To connect this to the raising of children and the development of one's own life wouldn't be a far stretch at all. You see, as the twig is bent, this would seem to refer to as the child is taught. Its situations, its environment, all would play a role in its singular development. And "so grows the tree" would translate into a simpler term: as the child is taught, the child will develop. No tree is ever bent the same, no child is ever reared the same. Therefore, the development of each is unique to that individual. That every cause has an effect. How a child is taught in the beginning, stages of his or her life, through childhood and adolescence, will hold significant weight over their adult life and their abilities in rearing future generations. One example of development would be a local icon, Douglas Kiker, who performed for the American Idol judges. Turns out that the local garbage man, now in his adulthood, took a swing and knocked it out of the park. Kiker, a resident of Grand Bay, Alabama, told reporters he had been preparing for this moment his entire life. Kiker performed the previous year, however, was unsuccessful. And after his failed attempt last year, he says he went through a stage of disbelief. That in this stage of adulthood, he could fail at his lifelong dream. This disbelief turned into a stage of determination. He was now determined to make a name for himself. He was determined to make a name for his hometown. This newfound determination seemed to do the trick, leading to more than 25,000 likes on the Idol's Facebook page and more than 8,000 shares in a relatively short amount of time. This newfound fame has spearheaded him directly into the year's American Idol. He stated he looks forward to all the adventures laid before him now. His road began with his single genetic code. His mother and father both being from and in the music industry, now being predisposed to the musical talents he would need for this task. However, after his failed attempt at this last year, he looked to alter his strategy. This put me into the mindset of behaviorism. He had to alter his behaviors in order to accomplish his goals. He began to bring more local culture into his music. Kiker was bent, and out of the bend grew this beautiful talent. This change in his development, specifically his social cultural development, may have just been just what the doctor ordered.